So today we're going to use the cat-cow, which is a yoga move, to explore the body a little bit better. So this is not prescriptive. This is about exploring. You may not have seen or done a cat-cow in this way or even done a cat-cow before. But we're using this movement to give you permission to play, to find where in your body does it feel good to move. What pace feels good to move? And also using this move to get to know your body a little better. Where does discomfort live in your body, for example? Don't move into pain. We don't want to work in pain. The last thing we want to do is to make our bodies protect more with tension and pain. But I always think it's important to find where discomfort, that just knocking on the door of not quite sure how it feels, lives in your body. And just staying a little while and using deep diaphragmatic belly breaths to see if you can just turn that discomfort into ease. Move with ease and don't push through pain. So starting on all four, toes down, I'm just going to start exploring the spine, so arching up into cat. And inhaling, coming into cow, so using that breath to feel my spine, to feel my rib cage, and to create ease. So just moving to the boundaries of comfort. Inhale, opening the chest and exploring what I feel and where. So here, I'm going to tuck my toes under. Now, what do I feel in my toes? Is this comfortable or is it uncomfortable? How does it feel? So as I exhale, can I soften my toes? And as I inhale, expanding the spine, expanding the ribs, can I create more space in this position? Now I'm going to explore my wrists. So still doing some cat-cow here, but suddenly I can feel what's going on in my wrists and my shoulders better. A little side to side. So this is an important place for me to play. I use my arms lots, picking up kids, playing tennis, massage, and starting to find what feels good. And also finding those edges of comfort. Where does it start to feel less good, less comfortable? And it seems to be this side to side motion for me. So I'm going to just spend a couple of breaths there, just on that edge of comfort. I'm not in pain. And taking deep, slow belly breaths and focusing on letting that tension in my wrists go. So I'm going to play with position again, this time playing with direction forwards and backwards. And adding a little bit of that cat-cow. Coming forwards, opening chest on the inhale. Exhale, coming up. Just playing with that position. Feeling how my arms connect to my spine and how it can feel good to tension them together. Again, finding an edge where it feels less comfortable, where it doesn't want to be, and using my breath to soften, to create ease, to let it go. Now, playing with that forwards and backwards, now adding some circles. So opening up the side body. Starting to feel into what's happening on the side of those vertebrae, on the sides of my spine. Now opening the knees wider, bringing the feet narrower and doing a cat-cow. Does this feel different in the hips? I can feel tension deep into my glutes, deep into the hips here. And just doing that cat-cow movement from here and playing with how do I create more space and more softness through my hips as they connect to the spine. And now come back to some of those moves we've done before. So adding some circles, opening up the side of the body with these wider knees. Suddenly you feel more into that side, into deep muscles like quadratus lumborum, and breathing deeply into the ribs. And as you exhale, softening where it felt maybe less energetic, less space, less comfortable, but never pushing into pain. We're exploring where your body feels good. Here, leaning back slightly into that right hip. Again, I can feel where there's less movement. No pain, but less movement. Can I use my breath to soften it? Play with narrow knees, toes under. Again, come back to that cat-cow. What do you feel this time? Can you feel more happening in the lower back, in the mid-back, in the toes? Inhaling, still opening that chest, opening shoulders, opening spine. And exhaling, creating space, softness, letting go of that tension. Now play with hand position. Wider shoulders. Now reaching up, accessing muscles in a different way. Lats, longer, deeper muscles attaching into the shoulder. What do you find here? Does this feel good? Where does it not feel quite so good? Narrowing the hands, widening the knees. Playing with positions. Playing with movement. And finding where you feel joy and ease in the body. And finding where you want to create more softness. So here, lying back in more of a child's pose and using that breath to expand into the pelvis. And as I exhale, letting the tummy soften, hips soften, and the muscles of the spine go. What happens if we cat-cow in our forearms? So I can get less movement in my spine here. But suddenly I find new places to explore, new places where it feels good, new places where I need more breath, where I can simply hold, breathe, and soften. Explore, play, and let go.